This is Walter Cronkite. It has come into our newsroom that a certain song about a certain podcast is being sung by all the people of the nation and the world. To get to the bottom of this phenomena, we now have a copy of this song that people are singing. It goes thusly. It's the Ghurn Blandston Show. And then goes on to say, it's the Ghurn Blandston Show. And again, it's the Ghurn Blandston Show. And finally, it's the Ghurn Blandston Show. When we get to the bottom of this phenomena, we will inform the people of the world. This has been Walter Cronkite. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program.
It's the Ghurn Blandston Show.
It's the Ghurn Blandston Show. It's the Ghurn Blandston Show. It's the Ghurn Blandston Show. It's the Ghurn Blandston Show. All right, thanks everybody. We're so glad to be here again on this Sunday afternoon. It's really nice here in Padunda, and the weather's great. Kitty, can you say something to the folks out there?
Sure.
All
Hi,
right.
guys. How's it going out there in Padunda?
And Padunda is, of course, the home of the Backache Studios, where the show comes from, and we can be found on most platforms. So please give a look-see out there and hit that subscribe button and the like bell and all that good stuff. We also have Dr. Hatchett. Dr. Hatchett, can you speak to the podsters?
Hoo-yah, Padunda. That's all I got.
As usual, Dr. Hatchett is more of an action guy than a talker. When we need security and things like that, Dr. Hatchett comes in and says to us, "Well, I'm your man," and he always gets the thing done. So thanks, Doctor. We really appreciate you.
Last time I needed him, I needed a staple gun, and he had one right there in his kit.
Is that right?
It was.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome.
Wow. So, Dr. Hatchett, are you with us?
I am with you.
Thank you.
In every way, shape, and form.
Well, I appreciate
In all
that.
kinds of weather. We are together. Shall I say more?
That would be just fine by me. After all, we are on a podcast. And so, of course, the man of the hour, the man that we all love and can't live without, Mr. Dinkle Dinkelson. All right, it looks like that Mr. Dinkle Dinkelson is still occupied. I believe he's down in the lower states doing some kind of recon work, and so he'll get back to us as soon as he can. Kitty, I wanted to talk this evening about emotional support animals. A lot of people have those now, and they have the they can fly on airplanes. They can do anything they want. And it might be an iguana. It might be a kangaroo.
It's funny you should say that.
Oh?
When I was 12 or 14 maybe, I had an emotional support iguana.
Ah.
And it was, the hardest part about it was getting the little, his little leash on him. Because you couldn't keep track of him.
Yeah.
And then finding those damn flies and things to feed him.
Well,
you should have seen me jumping around, catching flies. I got a cat once that liked to catch flies for him. So that was good. It was hard. And he couldn't ride on planes. Nobody wanted him to ride on planes. So
no.
That didn't work out.
They're kind of creepy.
I tried it, though. Had a little vest.
Dr. Hatchett, have you ever had need of a support animal in any way?
I've had plenty of need, but no, I was always cut off from any emotional support animals at all.
Any emotional support at all.
It's a pretty sore subject. I'm sorry, I can't believe it's come up, but it has, in my lifetime, come up repeatedly.
So
and all I can do is pass.
So in your experience, your life experience, you, unlike Kitty, didn't have the soft comfort of scaly body rubbing against you.
It was nice.
I would settle for that in a heartbeat.
Really? Wow.
But no. To answer your question, no.
Yeah. Well, I myself, I have been, I've been there. I've had to have an emotional support animal. At one point, I got a emotional support chicken, and it was very nice. It was a great chicken. It was crispy, and it came with a biscuit.
Yum.
Yum.
If it says yum, it's got to be good. We're in the studio now, and we've got amazingly, I believe he was being held hostage by Colombians for a while, but he got loose, and we now have Dink Dinkelson with us. Dink, how you doing this evening? Talk to the folks.
Hello, folks. I was busy basting my rump roast.
That's what they all say.
Well,
That's what they all
I've
say.
never heard it called that.
I don't know if anyone's interested in your sex habits, but that's nice of you to let us know, Dink. We appreciate that.
Well, you're spreading, fake news about me and the Colombians. We're on good terms, man.
Oh, you are? Well, see, that's not what I heard, and I may have been misinformed.
Yeah. Are you listening to MSLSD again?
Yeah. Yes. How did you know? How did you know?
Nice.
And that is LSD, folks. That's what it does to you. So just say no. Just say no to LSD, please.
That's right. You don't want brain damage from taking that LSD.
No.
That's not what I heard.
What do you heard, Kitty?
Well, I heard it was a good thing. I heard that it could make you do stuff. That it could make you think stuff. Yeah, that you had thoughts that were awesome. There were colors and maybe magical hippos and stuff. It's just what I heard. I don't know.
Like Fantasia?
I love
like dancing brooms. Yeah,
I love a good magical hippo, and
exactly.
We all should have one.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So anyway, I think this is the part where we hit pause for just a second. And then we come right back on so that we can go do another segment. We have a segment this evening we'd like to talk about. Dr. Hatchett, I know you as a gunner are going to appreciate this story. Alec Baldwin wins the Oscar for the best on-set murder. And I think that... other than I want to discuss that a little bit because I don't know of that happening too many times in this world that something happens on a set like that. Can you expound on that, Doctor? And so,
Doctor.
It's the Ghurn Blandston Show.
Doctor.
I see the doctor has taken his LSD, and he'll be with us for the rest of the episode, although he may not know he is.
But he knows the Ghurn Blandston Show tune, and that's what
right.
Walter was talking about.
That's
That's exactly what Walter meant.
Everybody knows that.
Now
I know.
everybody knows.
And why wouldn't they? It's the Ghurn Blandston Show.
I know all three chords.
I know.
I know you do.
I know. He wrote them down.
He
I wrote
them
them down.
down. And this is a public announcement. Never, ever, ever look into the sun for long periods of time. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program. And so we were talking about we were talking about, people getting shot on movie sets and everything, and that doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it kind of makes news. And considering that 97.8% of movies nowadays have gunplay in them, the fact that you don't hear that more often kind of is a dichotomy to me as to how this could have happened. And so
it's awful quiet, Dr. Hatchett. Do you have a gun?
I'm looking up dichotomy as we speak.
Okay, I see. Get your Webster's dictionary out. Get your Google out.
D-I-C-H there, Doc.
Start with the dick.
Start with the dick. That's what she said.
German dick.
Okay. Well, so while the doctor looks that up, Kitty, maybe you could regale us with some dictionary music or something like that, something real...
Did you find it?
The Pink Librarian.
And now it's time for today. Thank you so much here on Today. We are pleased to have a person here in the studio that is a member of the Russian Gulag Intermediary Soccer League. He's the team coach, and we're here with his assistant coach on the line, and his name is Ivan Ivanovich. And so, Ivan, what brings you to America? Oh, thank you.
It's Yuri, damn it. It's Yuri.
Yuri, not your turn yet. Okay? Yuri, don't talk till I finish talking, Yuri. Okay, thank you. Thank you for having Yuri and myself here. Okay? Yuri, say hello to the people in America. Yuri? Yuri? Where did Yuri go?
Do I speak now?
Yes, Yuri, when you're spoken to, you should speak. Okay?
Do svidaniya.
That's right. And we are here in America because you see the Gulag League, we are very poor. We do not have ball. We do not have ball to play with. And so all we have is dead cat. We have dead cat to play with, no ball. And so we would like to get enough money to afford a ball. Yuri is always so sad because we have no ball. Yuri, are you sad today because we have no ball?
I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
Yuri, there. You see how Yuri is so sad? So please donate to the Gulag Intermediary League soccer team. Yuri, say something to the folks today.
I'm so sad.
Yuri, you're so sad, and we're sad for you, Yuri. That's why we need money for ball. Dead cat not making it. Dead cat doesn't work very well. It's not round. It breaks apart. It's got fuzzy hair. It gets in your face. Yuri last week, Yuri had a fur ball. Yuri, tell the folks how your fur ball made you feel.
It made me feel furry.
Were you saddened by your furball, Yuri?
I was very sad. Yes.
Yeah. Well, go lay down, Yuri, and we will tell you this right now. Hear me now, believe me later. I am strong like bull, and I will be here to take donations for the rest of the day. And please send those to me, Ivan Ivanovich, here at the Gulag Intermediary Soccer Team. We want the ball. That's all we need, just a ball. And we're rolling. And I wanted to let everybody know this evening that we have some sponsors here to mention. Helco, makers of great torture devices. We will be having trivia torture, if not in this episode, the next one. That's a new game show that everybody's been talking about. And so I wanted to get to now a subject that has been brought up by certain members of the crew.
Make up your mind. Singular or plural?
I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, Dink, you put this in a suggestion box and they kicked it down from upstairs. That
got it upstairs?
Yeah, we have it upstairs, and they kick stuff down to me when it's something that demands my attention, and I think this does. It's kind of a serious matter. Apparently, I have been creating, unknown to myself, creating a hostile work environment.
Yep.
And if anybody else has, anything to say about that,
Anything at all.
now's your time.
Like right now.
Yeah, we are open for discussion on this, and like I said, I thought it was an environment that was full of motivation,
Nope.
and really rallying around me,
Nope.
Ghurn
So-
Blandston,
Not.
and apparently that's not the case. So,
Really?
so Dink, Doctor, Kitty, all of you, let me know where I can be.
You know
better.
what I think.
Let me know where I can do better.
Yeah, everybody knows what I think, don't we?
No,
Yeah.
not really.
Oh, it's a terrible work environment. You
It
come
is.
and you don't let me finish my coffee.
Uh-huh.
Never let me finish my coffee.
Uh-huh.
And when I talk on the phone, you sneak by and you listen to me.
Yes.
You won't quit listening to me on the
Yes.
phone. Then when I type, you stand behind me and breathe on my neck.
Yes.
I can't type when somebody's standing behind me. Can you?
Uh-huh.
Can anybody out there?
Well,
I
all
can't.
of those
Yeah.
techniques.
They're
yeah,
all
what
bad.
she said.
Yeah. That's hostile.
It's egregious.
No.
Now's the
I had a
time.
hostile thing. When you say quiet on set, you stupid motherfuckers.
Oh,
That kind of hurts my feelings.
Oh,
It
my
should
God.
hurt your feelings.
Oh,
I got over that one.
hey, we seem to have
Wow.
some problems
yeah.
here.
Yeah, Gurn has
there's-
problems hearing us.
There's some
That's
problems
a big
going on.
surprise. That's a big
We got some
surprise.
technical interference over there.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure we
we've
do.
got it back now. We've got it back now. And, I really want to thank you guys for voicing your concerns.
Sure you do.
And, of course, they will be addressed and,
Yeah, right.
and given the proper study and the proper...
But I'm not done yet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
He's not done yet.
And-
I have more.
And
There's
I'm
more, Gurn.
really glad
Gurn,
y'all
there's
are
more.
done. I'm really glad you're done.
Did you hear the part about what he went through? Dr. Hatchett?
No, I'm sorry. I did not. Go ahead, Dr. Hatchett. You have the floor.
Well, and then you said something about low and dirty, and I felt low and dirty.
Oh, low and dirty. Was it relegated to just what I
And-
said?
And the way you said it.
So,
Like low and dirty.
And the hidden meaning therein.
uh-huh.
right?
So that
you get it.
came across as hostile. Is that what I'm hearing?
Dr. Hatchett gets it.
And when you talk mean to Kitty, it hurts my feelings too.
Me too. See?
There you go.
See, Ghurn?
See, and sometimes it's not even talking. I mean, when you're calling us names via text message.
He's right. Listen to Dink.
Such as maggot.
Maggots, yes.
Maggots, yeah.
You know, that's fine if you're, the Telly Savalas character in The Dirty Dozen, but beyond that, you shouldn't be calling people maggots.
No, you shouldn't. That's mean.
Well, see,
it's
I
mean.
In all due honesty,
It's all in fun.
For myself.
Whatever.
No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. I don't joke.
Yeah, right. I'm surprised he didn't hit the applause meter there.
So, anyway, I think what we need here is a mediator. I think I need to call in a mediator. So let's get online here. Beep, 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 beep. And now we're on a site that guarantees to be able to help your problems out. So let's all listen to this. Get online. Be ready to talk to the mediator. Okay?
It's just AI. It's just AI mediator.
It probably is. Jerk.
Hello.
This sounds suspicious.
I know. He always does.
Hello.
Does.
I'm your mediator.
Team building.
Hello. Please state your problem.
It's Ghurn. Ghurn is our problem.
I have that as Ghurn.
Ghurn. That's right.
Ghurn.
Yeah.
Ghurn.
Spell it, Mr. Mediator.
Mr. Yeah. Yes. What Dink said.
How many problems are there with this Ghurn?
How many can you do? 499.
I am equipped to take thousands.
938. That way we can just cover most of them. Then we'll leave some out. Like the most important ones.
Are there other people involved in this mediation? I'm involved.
Yeah.
I'm involved for sure. I'm Ghurn, by the way.
Yeah.
And these people seem to think that an environment of good, steady motivation and getting out there and really cracking the whip is a bad deal.
Mediator.
Well, I've heard you, and I understand. Those that do not like Ghurn, please say aye.
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 Aye. Aye. Aye.
Those who think Ghurn is great, say aye. Aye. Okay, now we're finding common ground. Please, keep your phones and your zip beep. I have overloaded. I cannot help you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Right. Leave
Thank
it to
you.
Ghurn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ghurn.
Thank you. All right, it's Music Corner. Music Corner here on the Ghurn Show, and we want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Dink, are you doing okay?
Hanging in there, brother.
Are you? How's that headache doing with you?
It's there.
It's there. Well, let's see if we can't block some of that out and try to just unwind and relax here. And we won't make it too hard on anyone. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's 2:27 Central Daylight Time here on KZZK, and we're going to bring in a musician right now that has toured the world, has really brought death metal to the dinner table. Mr. and Mrs. America. Nowadays, he's really done a lot for the genre and for music in general. Let's say hello to Nikky Gash.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Crack on.
Nikky.
Lovely to be here.
We're so glad to have you. You started out a couple of years back, backup artists, or backup player, and within a couple short years' time, you have been able to bring that up to your band now, which is widely known as one of the best death metal bands in the world, Bloody Corpse. Can you talk to us about something what gave you the start, Nikky?
I think it was heroin. It was my first love, and so many songs about heroin, and the band was all on heroin, and we were just cracking on.
That's interesting,
and that's the magic.
That's interesting. And so, in that short a time, what do you think contributed more, heroin or just being a bang-up musician, or just the fact that right place at the right time?
All of the above. Yeah, you have to love it. Drugs and rock and roll, right?
Right.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Cracking on.
So
yeah.
So it's mostly the heroin, though. Is that right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Dink, I know that you have been into death metal since the late 50s. Can you speak to your knowledge of Nikky's band, Bloody Corpse? Have you heard them in concert?
I have not seen
You
them
haven't?
live, no.
Do you think that possibly this bit would have gone better had you?
Well, no one's gonna say anything.
I'm sorry. That's some of that hostile work environment that I'm trying to work on.
I kept telling you guys.
So Nikky, when
I'm perfectly sorry.
Nikky, what percentage of your songs would you say are about heroin and heroin use?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
All
heroin, around heroin, about heroin. With heroin. Oh, yeah.
And so heroin really launched your career. And I know, like I said before in the interview, you've brought death metal, blood metal to millions of households around the dinner table. It's amazing what you've done with it. Would you suggest this for the young kids out there?
Oh no, I can't say that. It's a lifestyle, you know. Drug, sex, rock and roll. That's what it's all about. That's what our songs are about. That's what it's all about.
So
you might call it the hokey pokey of music.
I see.
Only instead of your leg, it's a needle. Is that what it's saying?
You stick it
you
in.
Put your whole self in, you put your whole self out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you shake all about your whole self.
So, Nikky, what part of England are you from? Where do you?
Coffney.
Coffney on Thames?
Yes.
I've been there.
Yes.
It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful countryside. Lots of heroin production.
Lots of heroin, yes.
Lots of heroin production. Nikky, do you have any plans to come to the U.S.?
No, we can't get our drugs in the U.S., so we're just going to stay where we are.
I see. Well,
that was going to be my question. You know, when you travel, do you take your drugs with you, or do you have to score locally?
We have a promoter that does all that for us.
Aha.
He is the getter of the drugs. Go get her. You brought her.
Go get her. I see.
Yes.
Is that a position in your band structure? The heroin go getter.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the promoter and the go getter.
So, do you attribute any of your band's success or your success to the fact? Is it all the drugs, or is there some talent in there? And
well, the drugs bring out the talent.
If you wouldn't mind, could you answer in a English accent, please?
Oh, right, spot on.
That's great,
Spot on,
Nikky.
Right.
So
wow.
Say
what?
Do you record in Abbey Road Studios over there in England?
Yes, we have, and the acoustics are terrible in there.
Is that right?
Of course, it could have been the heroin.
Yeah, it could have been. I suppose that it's acoustic. It's acoustically possible. Yeah.
You're never really sure, you know.
So, Dink, can you finish this up? Because the guy's cracking me up, man. These Englishmen are just crazy.
Dink's not available.
All right. Well, this has been lovely. Nikky, listen, Nikky Gash, please stop by the show anytime you want, and you'll always have a place.
Right on.
You'll always have a place.
You guys, right there.
Y'all should collaborate. You should do something together, all three of
Oh.
y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't use heroin, and so I want to let the public know about that. I'm not a heroin user. I don't endorse heroin use, and I'm definitely not going to say anything disparaging about any group, heroin users included. I want them to feel included. I want them to feel part of the structure. And so if you're a junkie out there, especially if you play rock and roll, just remember the Ghurn Show is behind you.
Yeah, behind me doing what? That's what I say.
Yes, we try to stay behind everyone and do our part to make a world a better place. And so for myself, Dink Dinkle, Kitty LaRue, we wish you all a very happy, good time. And please don't forget to vote.
The Ghurn Blandston Show.